welcome to the Daily Wander. I'm not sure if you can hear it there, but we can hear it here. A sure sign of spring in the interior of Alaska. We're on the hunt for the wood frog. The wood frog. Wood frog's a species that's found throughout North America, mostly in the northern regions. So if you think Canada, you think Alaska, a reptile, a frog. It's one of our unusual species. Now, some of the weird facts about a wood frog is a wood frog actually, during the winter, for lack of other non-technical terms, basically figures out how to put antifreeze in his blood system. And so our wood frogs, about September, maybe early October if it's a warm fall, they actually dump the antifreeze into their system. They climb up into the debris on the edges of wetlands, and they freeze for the next 7 to 8 months. A sure sign of spring for us is when you hear the sound of the wood frogs. And of course, when you say that, he's not going to make the sound, but hopefully we've captured it somewhere else. So we're going to continue looking for these little wood frogs. They're kind of skittish, so most of the time it's going to be hard to get movies, but I definitely will get some pictures tonight because we are not going to stop until we find Alaska's only reptile. So this is one of the seasonal ponds at the Kramer's Field Migratory Bird Refuge. And these ponds, basically in the spring, they'll fill with water as things melt. By the end of the summer, this will just be dry. But these wood frogs we're looking for, basically in the fall, they will crawl up underneath all this dead plant matter on the side of these seasonal ponds, and they'll turn on their antifreeze systems, fill it up so they don't freeze, but between this dead plant matter and the snow that piles up on it, they stay warm enough that come spring, when melt happens, the water comes up, they basically wake up, and as you can kind of hear in the background right now, we've got a fairly short window, probably 2 or 3 weeks, where we will hear the frogs, and they're doing what all species are trying to do in the spring. They're trying to find a mate, they're trying to lay eggs, they're trying to make sure there's wood frogs next year as well. So we're going to kind of keep looking along the side of these seasonal ponds, looking for the wood frogs. They tend to float out on top of the grasses a little bit. Hopefully we'll find some more, because I'm not going to swim across the pond to get the ones we can hear that are just croaking up a storm on the other side. Well, I guess we're done looking for wood frogs tonight. One aspect of these seasonal ponds is they tend to flood, and in this case the boardwalk floods, and it becomes kind of a floating island. So as you go forward, you can kind of sway back and forth, but I don't have the right foot gear tonight, so I think we're going to call it quits there. We were fortunate tonight. We did find 2 different wood frogs. Like I'd mentioned earlier, they're kind of skittish, so not a lot of video, but we did get several fairly nice pictures of them tonight. So I would count that as a success. So again, a unique Alaskan reptile, our only one, the wood frog. Not too glamorous, not the brightest, prettiest creature on God's earth. In fact, they're kind of brown with spots. But it's a sure sign of spring for us here in the interior of Alaska. So thanks for coming along on the Daily Wander. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, you're welcome to like it, or unlike it, I guess. And if you'd like to see more videos and get notified, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Kind of tells me how many people are out there and what's happening. But until next time, thanks for coming along on the Daily Wander. I think I'm going to go a little bit further forward just to see how far I can get.